Hey, Ashtar Command has been around since the 70s when they interrupted a broadcast and said they were here to save the world and they were otherworldly beings or whatever. Now, if you think about this logically, they could either be human beings pretending to be aliens, or they could be spiritual beings, spirit beings, or they can be artificial intelligence. We don't really know how advanced technology actually is or what spirits are able to do, right? I was able to remote view and see this entity called Ashtar, which goes back to the word Ishtar, which has to do with the Enki, Enlil and Enki and all that. And there's like one negative entity and one supposedly benevolent entity. And Jesus was on the side of the good entity, and Satan was the opposer, right? The opposer would be the artificial antichrist system where everything is controlled artificially. And they despise nature and natural creation and human beings, which have the ability to become Christed beings, which are self-sustained naturally. And that's why they've kept our frequencies down, kept us in toxic environments, kept us in a state of fear and in war and duality mentality and that kind of thing. So these beings have been around for a long time. It's obvious throughout history. We've seen evidence of this. Their ships, we can look outside today and see light ships in the skies doing things that we have no understanding of how they're able to do it. So these things are controlled by humans that have this technology and the governments are hiding it from us, or they are these beings that have been around for a very long time. This is just being logical and rational. So it's not ridiculous to consider the fact that Ashtar Command actually exists. That's one thing out of the way. The other thing, though, is that it's not really that. It's the paradigm under which they operate. They support Trump, and Christians, people that call themselves Christians that support Trump, support the Ashtar Command and Trump and the Galactic Federation. And they think that Sananda is Jesus and that Buddha and Jesus are ascended masters that have come back now. I'm serious. They have come back today, and they're going to save humanity and take us into a utopian society and give us all a bunch of free money and stuff. And that's what saves us. That's our salvation, is a worldly heaven, okay? But the truth is that Jesus and Buddha were not teaching any of that. They were teaching the internal Christ. They said the Christ is within. And they were trying to make us understand that we are self-sustained beings, that we do not need to depend upon external things for our existence. They were trying to raise our consciousness and activate the third eye. Jesus said, when the eye is single, the body will be filled with light. He was talking about your ability to activate your third eye through Kundalini, which was demonized by these control freaks that ran the church, okay? If these spirit beings that you worship, people that worship the Galactic Federation and these ascended masters, if you worship them, you know that they have this ability to travel wherever they want to and see whatever they want to, right? So why is it evil if you do it? Ask yourself that question. It's evil because they've indoctrinated the masses to think that it's evil, because they're keeping you from being able to communicate with people and to travel wherever you want to and to see whatever you want to without technologies. They control the cars, the trains, the planes, the iPhones, the computers. They control all of that, and that is all artificial technology. You as a human being have the ability to be the master of your body and mind and operate on a much higher system of operation, optimally operating as a human being as you were meant to be through the Christ process, which is a physiological process. So the Ashtar Command is part of the Antichrist system through this logic and reason that I'm sharing with you right now, and it's time for you to rethink your devotion and your belief systems.